WROL Broadcast. I am Hate Mail, and with me I have a large crew of owls to talk about Siege. Today we have Bulzee, who is at the moment #1, but
with 1 point.
Yeah, that could change. It's down to the wire. We still have We still have 5 hours, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We have Loot. We have M4.
Hey guys.
We have 2 guests that have never been on before. First, I'll introduce OC. And OC, if you want to say hi.
Hi guys.
And then we also have Andy Dowell, who is a relatively recent addition to the Owls and has become a superstar player as well.
Hi everyone.
So let's go ahead and get a little bit of background about you, OC. When did you start playing DC Legends? What got you into DC?
I'm a big DC Comics fan, and I guess a few weeks after the game started, I got an ad in the Google Play Store of DC Legends. Figured I'd give it a try. Started the game, played a few minutes, wasn't really into it at all. I didn't understand the gearing part of it. Those rings didn't seem to do anything, so I put it away.
Let me ask you a question real quick. Sorry to interrupt you, but did you understand the yellow circle?
Oh, for crying out loud. Can we stop about the yellow bloody circle?
That one was pretty clear. I think there was, in the tutorial, there was a specific point about the importance of the yellow circle.
Can I just say, actually, just on that point, sorry to interrupt, but I didn't actually notice it actually tells you one of the cut screens, and I hadn't noticed that for 2.5 years either. So there you go. But anyway, moving on.
That's really funny.
You'll never get off of that one. It'll haunt you forever.
And for those in the audience that don't know, Bulzee, aka the Ocean, didn't realize the yellow ring that is turn meter existed until what, 2 months ago?
No,
it's recent.
Yeah, a month
Very
ago.
Recent.
It's recent.
Didn't notice it.
And then now you're suddenly competing for World's Finest in Siege. Go figure.
Well, to be fair, I usually come third, so do you know what I mean? It's like...
But that was
didn't hold me back that much. Well, yeah, maybe.
What a difference such a small circle can make, huh?
I know.
Anyway, back to me getting into the game. A few days later, I tried it again. I'm starting to understand it a bit better, starting to like it, and, well, I decided the game was too expensive. Dropped it.
Sorry.
Came back again.
God.
Decided, well, the 2-for-1 deal, those 50k gems for $100. That was a good deal. I could last me a few months. So.
Hey Lou, we're getting horrible background noise on you.
2 or 3 weeks. Well, and wasted a lot of time and money since. When Alliances started, I got into Convoluted. Been leader of Convoluted Heroes for about a year, and then switched to the Owls, and well, here I am.
You've been with us for quite a while now. A good while.
Yeah, not planning on going anywhere, so you stuck with me.
And how about you, Andy Dow? What got you into DC Legends, and kind of give us your history?
Well, I've always been a big fan of superheroes, probably more Marvel to begin with, to be honest. But then I stumbled across the DC Legends app, started playing that since 1st of Jan 2017, fell in love with it straight away, and been playing it every day religiously ever since. Love the game. Started off with when the Alliances came along. I can't remember if I was with a previous Alliance, but I was with Renter Robins for quite a long time before joining the Owls, and I was probably free to play probably up until I joined the Owls, to be fair. And then since it's on, it's got a bit crazy.
Isn't it? We're very bad influence on you.
I was gonna say, yeah, we've definitely been a very bad influence very recently. It seems.
We kind of enable each other.
Moving on, shall we say? So yeah, I just fell in love with the game. I love it, and being part of the Owls is great as well.
So let's move on to Bulzee. Why don't you give us since right now you're the world's finest, we'll just say you're world's finest until Grim possibly breaks your heart. But what's been different about the Siege, and what would you say your MVP's been?
Other than the yellow ring, obviously. I don't know. I mean, I think for me, the MVP for me really has been, well, a split between Penguin and Superboy. Because I did, well, they're both Rebirth anyway, so that's helped. But yeah, I've used Penguin. I know Andy has as well. I've used Penguin like every single match. I've noticed lately, actually, he hasn't been proccing as much last few days, which has been a bit annoying. I mean, I lost 2 Revengers today because he didn't proc, and Black Manta just went mental. But yeah, my teams have generally consisted of Penguin, Superboy, S.T.R.I.P.E, especially if there is Mira and Sinestro in there, because obviously that's a no-brainer. Haven't really used Lex, because I know, Homer, you use Lex a lot. I haven't really used Lex as much. Black Lightning as well, because if Larfleeze or Manta were in there, then definitely Black Lightning was key. And since I've now got an L4 Stargirl, who I quite like, she's been quite used the last 2 days, actually. But yeah, generally the teams have generally been around Superboy, Penguin, Black Lightning, and S.T.R.I.P.E, I would say, really. And then the Revengers, obviously, no-brainer. White Lantern lead in Revengers, because obviously it doesn't matter if your teams die as long as you win the match.
Yeah, White Lantern. I definitely learned to appreciate him more during this siege. I wasn't that high on him early on, but he's come around for me. He's definitely more useful, even when you don't have characters die, which obviously in Siege that's the goal. But having the men's, having the death immunity, and he does okay damage.
It helps how he now revives, because obviously never ever revived any chain before the Wing Wave, did he? So
yeah,
that really helps. But I had an hours-long match today against Barda, which was horrific, and I just nearly cancelled the match, but I was like, no, I've got to carry on. I just literally left it auto-playing, and luckily I won. That was one of Adam's team. That was Ares. Was it Ares, Swamp Thing, Bane, and Barda, and it was horrible. And I played it with, was it S.T.R.I.P.E? Yeah, Penguin, S.T.R.I.P.E, Lex Luthor, and Superboy. It was just horrific. But I managed to beat it in the end. But the only thing is, I've had 1 or 2 crashes. I know this has been an issue on the CC. I said that crash I had the other day. That was gutting. I literally won the match, and then the game crashed. So yeah, that was really disappointing. And I've had a few losses, but overall, it's been a really good siege, and obviously my best showing yet. And Sheriff is lurking. I can see he's lurking there, so I'm really hopeful I don't end up 3rd for the 4th time in a row.
And Sheriff is the king of Siege. I will give him that.
Is. Yes, he is. So yeah, I've really enjoyed it. I'll be glad once it's done, though, to be fair. I'll be glad once it's done.
Yeah, I agree with that. Lou, what's your thoughts? I know you were competing. You were in the running for a little while there.
Yeah, so I could have won it, but I lost today. So I did the math. It's impossible for me to win. So I gave up.
I don't know if you could have won it, personally. I think you might have been a little short, because I still don't know if Grim or Sheriff have used up all their energy. But yeah, you were definitely in the running at one point.
It was close. It would have been really close.
And I know you're super high on Penguin. I actually started to dislike Penguin because of this siege.
So Penguin on defense works really well. Penguin on offense is a little weird. Sometimes it just, I don't know, sometimes he just doesn't work good for you, but for the enemy, he's like a god.
Oh, it's ridiculous for the enemy.
He's constant taunt. Almost every loss or every time I lost a tune was because of Penguin. It was just, some of the matches were just dumb. What the hell is going on?
I just had a match where Penguin, it annoys me because he won't taunt 3 times in a row, but then the one time I need Lex to kill White Lantern Sinestro for the 3rd time, he just won't stop taunting during that particular match. Yeah, I'm over Penguin. If I never see him again, I'll be happy.
But also, just on Bulzee's point earlier, just on Bulzee's point earlier, when over the last couple of days, I've noticed, and Bulzee has as well, that Penguin, when you're using Penguin, he's hardly proccing, he's hardly taunting. And I always, I use Mira quite a lot when there's like a Lightning and Superboy. And when Penguin does his AoE, she is not proccing either to give her team wins. I lost a siege match today because of that reason. I was so angry. So I don't know what's going on. Something's a bit buggy with those two characters.
But on defense, he procs, I don't know, almost every turn.
He never
Up until
taunts.
this point, for the last couple of days, he's hardly procced for me.
On defense or offense?
Defense.
So like when you're fighting him, he doesn't proc?
Offense. No, so when he's being attacked, he's not proccing.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about when you're fighting, and like if I'm fighting you, your penguin will taunt almost the entire match, but my penguin won't. So I think we're saying the same thing, just a little bit. I'm saying it backwards.
Well, that's what I mean. Penguin, I don't really fear facing him. It's just he's annoying.
Well, the reason why I don't like facing him is because of how much he taunts on the enemy team, and it could really mess you up.
Just the matches take so long, though. That's the thing. It's just, I think I had a match with, I just had to give up in the end because it was just ridiculous. Earlier on in the siege, obviously, wasn't, as bothered. But, it just makes it last forever.
I know I have one match that's over 20 minutes. I think I recorded it. If I have it, I'm going to put it in this podcast just to torture the fans. But it's just going back and forth. Because White Lantern, Sinestro, Mira, Penguin. That can take so long to kill if you're not using black mana. And I know M4, you didn't buy, you bought a little more gems, you said, this time than usual. I see you're at 13 right now.
Yes, I bought 5 energy, so 10 grand. Not too bad.
And Prim tells me Kage bought 10,000 energy.
No, 10,000 gems for 5 days.
M4, what rank are you?
Number 13.
So you're top 20, so you get a Rebirth token for 10K.
No, it's top
awesome.
10 is Rebirth token.
Exactly.
No, it's top 20.
Oh, shoot, they added that. You're right.
Yeah, it's
top
been
20.
like that.
It's been like that.
Oh. Why don't I swear that wasn't there
before.
before.
Since the start, isn't it?
Yeah, since last month.
Oh, I wouldn't even I would have stopped even competing for top 10 like a while ago. So that would have saved me a fortune in gems.
In retrospect, I should have done this last month.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna end up today at 9 Rebirth tokens.
I think I have 6.
They need to make it so it's more Rebirth tokens. I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Most people don't even...
They're really pushing like a lot of frags, right? But what's the point?
Yeah,
if you can't use them for like 5 years.
Yeah, I'm still confused about the whole scarcity of the Rebirth token thing. It just doesn't.
Because quite a few players now have Rebirth chains. I'm forever seeing a Rebirth. Hal Jordan, he's a very popular Rebirth. I'm seeing a few more 9s on my board now, so it clearly is embedding. People are clearly getting, Rebirth tunes. So they need to make them more. More available.
I think the argument was that lower tier players will struggle against Rebirth teams, which is partly true, but they can also, if Rebirth tokens are more widely available, they can Rebirth common characters.
Exactly.
What's the funny part about Rebirth? When it was first introduced, it got me back into grinding the events for the extra shards. But due to the lack of all those Rebirth tokens, I kind of stopped again. Because there are so many characters I want to Rebirth and I can Rebirth so far. It'll be 2032 before I get to the other tombs or the higher level Rebirth.
Yeah,
I've done the same. I've passed up on grinding for frags for characters because, yeah, it's cool to have it, but what's the point? They're not on my immediate list, and let's say my list is 5 tunes. It's going to take months. A lot of months to do that.
I still above the
Take
mind.
8 for example. You got shots for RB5, Black Adam and Flash, right?
Yeah, I did.
So you're not going to Rebirth any other tune this year if you want to use all those shots.
And the thing is, I don't think I'll ever Rebirth either one of them unless they make Rebirths more frequently. And then I did the same thing. Well, I went to Rebirth 4 for Cheetah. And
Yeah,
Cheetah.
Yeah, that was totally necessary.
And I went to Rebirth 3 for Ares, but I would have went to RB5 for both if they were more frequent. But the next time I may even do less because I kept thinking they have to make Rebirth tokens, crystals or whatever you want to call them, more prevalent, just because it makes economic sense for them to do so.
You
Yeah,
got
it's
four
an
shots for
easy
Cheetah.
influx of cash. If they would sell them, we would buy them.
I mean, I've got 71 tunes to Rebirth now, and that's getting a bit frustrating. Although I do like keep a spreadsheet of it all, so that pleases me because I like spreadsheets, as you well know.
Bulzee,
And I keep track. Yes,
I'm sorry, but Grim just got world's finest.
yes, I know. I've noticed.
He just passed you. It's 1 point. Someone attacked.
Yeah, I was hoping that someone had attacked me would have revenged me, so I can't attack back. It's a bit annoying.
It's only 1 point.
I'm going to have to stay up till recess. I'm starting my new job tomorrow as well, which is a bit annoying, but we'll stay up to 1 a.m. UK time, I think, by the looks of it.
Oh, you could go to sleep and then set your alarm and then get back up for a little bit.
Yeah, maybe. Won't be able to sleep, though. I'll be checking my phone every 10 minutes. It's been like incessantly checking the Siege leaderboard like I was last time when JLI Ryan and me were fighting for number 3. And I just kept checking like every 10 minutes. Kept checking the leaderboard.
I just wonder if... Well, somebody must have attacked you.
Yeah, they did. They revenged me, though, so I can't see them on my...
Oh, okay.
My revenge is someone who I attacked.
Gotcha.
God knows who. So I've only had 2 attacks today, and I haven't got any left. Everything's been revenge, so...
Well, I revenged you and Grim this morning. So
yeah.
I made it even.
Yeah. I was being polite, like before on the chat and talking about, either don't attack us or attack us there. Like secretly, I was thinking, you shouldn't really attack me. I thought, well, that wouldn't be fair, so I won't say anything.
Well, the only revenge I can do now, and I don't know if I'll have enough energy. I don't even have 1 energy yet. Is loot, but it doesn't matter.
You can attack me. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm going to definitely make top 10. I have no desire to play anymore.
Oh, that's
I lost.
the thing. Well, you're placed now, aren't you? So.
Andy needs to beat Rover still, though.
Yes, you do, Andy.
Yeah, I've got loads of energy left. Don't worry about that. I'll sort that out.
80 trophies behind, so get on it.
But then again, the way Pinky and Mira have been performing, who knows what's going to happen?
I feel really bad about attacking Danny Bass. I wasn't even thinking about it with my last attack.
That was pretty bad, actually.
But I wanted to do the stupid Joker portrait, and I was like, what team could I beat with him as leader? And then Danny's team was just an easy configuration. I was like, oh, I could beat that team pretty easy. And then I felt like an ass afterwards.
I have loads of energy. The math isn't there, so I'm like, what's the point?
Uh-oh, SheriffLòᵧObo's on the move. He just took number 3.
Well, I gotta make up 100 trophies, so.
M4, where are you ranked?
Say what now?
M4, where are you ranked in Siege at the moment?
Number 13, and I think I'm fine. I don't have to buy a 6th pack, so I'm good.
Can you make top 10 at all?
Let's see the math. Nope, I can only get maximum 60 points, so.
All right, because I've got you on my Siege board, so mind if I take you down?
Yeah, go for it.
Cheers. It's like Hayes said earlier, it's one of the easier configurations to beat, so
I always use bonus stones, so I'm easy to beat.
It's the lowest power one.
So what team's been the hardest that we faced? And mine's definitely Manta. Every time I've lost a match, it's because of Manta, to be honest.
Actually, I've done well against Manta. I don't know why. I think I just take him out first.
Just don't bring the blues. You'll be fine. The worst one might be Wonder Girl and combination with Power Girl. Yeah, it's hard to use bonus tunes against that.
The worst team I faced was, I think it was Steppenwolf, Donna Troy, Wonder Girl, Black Mana. That one was horrible.
I tried to battle the Owl Meta team. Steppenwolf, Black Adam, Kaga, and Donna Troy with bonus tunes. Didn't even got a turn. Bad idea.
Andy, what was that team that you faced? That was a horrible team.
Yeah, it had a B12 lead. There was a Rebirth Batwoman.
Laughley's was there as well, wasn't he?
Laughley. I think, was it Clayface? But no, Wonder Girl.
Yeah.
That was an awful team.
Well,
It took me 3 attempts. The third time I actually done it with awful bonus tunes. So, but yeah, that was awful.
well, that Harpist
That
TV
was
guy.
I was so nervous. It was just an awful match.
Yeah, he's been on every single board this entire siege. That Harpist guy, and he's got Rebirth Batwoman and Rebirth Larfleeze.
Yeah.
Wait a second. That team I remember. Is that you, Andy, that ran into it? We beat that with a 20-point team, right?
Yeah.
In the end, after a lot of wringing of hands, I think.
Yeah, I was able to.
Something.
M4 gave me a team to beat it too.
Before Larfleeze gets a kill, he ain't that bad, and especially when you bring Black Lightning. Put some intelligence downs on Larfleeze and kill him with either White Lantern Sinestro or Mira.
Harpist was also putting out White Lantern, Mira, Larfleeze. Yeah, there's some quite tricky ones. And Black Lightning, that's quite a tricky team because you know you've got to try and focus on Larfleeze first. But my RB2 Penguin sort of took care of that. He was taking some hits. He was taking Larfleeze as a big hit. But that was
I hate
tough.
your RB2 Penguin. Took me a lot of time.
Yeah, that RB2 Penguin's such a pain.
I have no regrets in rebirthing him twice for Siege. He's been my star player.
Who, Penguin?
Penguin, yeah.
Yeah, I use Penguin a lot this siege.
I stopped in the last couple days. And I actually felt like I did better. Once I got S.T.R.I.P.E Legendary 5, because he can just kill so fast.
S.T.R.I.P.'s good. He's very circumstantial, though, and not reliable.
We'll save that for Tuesday's discussion. But
yeah.
But he's done me well, and I have bad RNG, so.
I haven't even checked the leaderboard. Can I still get top 10 and not play at all today?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Oh, yeah. You're 5.
Oh, yeah.
So.
It's pretty much set now. It's been set for the last few days, really.
Cool.
All right, guys. Anything else we want to discuss before we end this episode?
So, Bulzee, you're on my list. What's it worth to you, buddy? What's it worth?
You can attack me. You can attack me, or you can leave me. It's completely fine.
Or actually, I can attack you and die on purpose.
No, you actually want to beat him.
You can attack me and die on purpose, isn't that? I suppose
No,
it's a point.
that'll get you 1 point.
That'll get you 1
But then
point.
they would be tied.
Right. but if you beat him, that'll give Bulzee.
Oh, that'll give him a revenge.
Correct. He's gonna get 8 points net.
So he'll get 8 points.
Yeah.
Grim.
I wouldn't know. It's not fair. Let's have a bit of we're on the same alliance, so let's just maybe stay neutral. Probably for the best.
I don't know. I'm not touching up either of you guys. I'm just kidding around.
Grim's going to be screaming at this if he loses.
Well, who knows? Maybe I'll do a favor for Grim.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I know I'm going to, I know this is my best siege performance, so whatever happens, I'm rather pleased.
This is actually this is the best I've ever played in Siege as well. I just screwed up today.
Yeah.
I screwed up yesterday, too. I lost a tune. And after I lost that tune, I was like, I don't think I can win. And then today just solidified it. It's like, damn.
Well, it's on next month. I'm not taking a vacation next month, so I'm going to try to stay honed in. And if I don't lose my first match like I did a couple sieges ago where I decided to quit immediately and be Richard Mail, Um,
Well, it might be quite interesting considering the rumours of the tunes, like people expecting Watchmen or maybe it's Booster Gold. It could be very highly sought after, maybe. You know, so I think it's
Yeah, and then it
very,
depends
very
on of the
competitive.
tunes that are announced, which one's the siege tune.
Yeah, I'm really hopeful like one of them's Rebirth for me.
It's not the siege tune that would make me go for it. If they add more Rebirth tokens, I would definitely go for it. Even if it's just 5, I would go for it.
yeah.
The truth is, the only reason why I'm going for it is because it's the only game mode I play now.
I recently have decided that I like the blitzes. I never played them before, but I had a lot of fun, and you can do it so fast because you don't.
Yeah,
get
you get a
crappy
lot of points.
Don't tell Loot that you play Blitz.
Peasant!
Peasant!
You're a peasant!
And it's so funny because I never noticed how much you win. Like, I probably spent 1,500 gold, maybe less, and I'm at getting 7,500 crystals. That's awesome.
The return on
you
investment
gotta have
in
spent
Blitz
more.
is really good.
A full board player gives you, 150 trophies. You're at
Yeah.
1,500 trophies, more?
I'm at 2210, so I'm in top 10.
Just do the math. That's way more than 10 refreshes. That's
No, see, that's my problem. I probably spent more than I'm going to get.
That's the thing about Blitz. Like, you know, it's easy to play, it's fun, but you'll definitely end up spending more than you make.
I don't think I've ever spent more. Then again, my maths is rubbish, but I'm pretty sure I've never spent more.
Because usually I don't
come on,
because of
find
that
us a few
reason.
times.
Bulzee, you never count your gems. You just spend them. How do you know that you did not spend money?
That's what I do. I don't count them
That's
at all.
true. I'll just press the button. Keep pressing the button. I didn't
Bulzee.
Fridays.
Okay, so I spent I just mathed it. I probably spent around 3,000 gems, but still I'm getting 7,500, so that's pretty good.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, you'd have to go way overboard to
Bulzee,
spend more. Yes.
at the top of your screen, there's a counter for the amount of gems you have. You know that one?
Is there? I didn't know that.
All right. So now
I only wanted to buy one pack of Stargirl on Friday, and I brought 3 in the end because her being level 3 was getting on my nerves, and I also like to do my videos and stuff, and she's only a bit off, so I thought, sod it, I'll just buy 3. But I do that each time though. I always buy 3.
Well, it actually makes more sense to buy the freebie now than it does.
Yeah, that's what I did. I bought 4 for Stripe.
Right.
I bought 3 for Stripe, I think.
I did 4 for Stripe. I did 1 for Stargirl.
Yeah.
I was actually good this month. I only did 2 Stripe, 2 Stargirl.
Yeah, that's what I did.
It's funny, Luke buying 2 packs and then saying he's free to play.
4 packs. 4 packs is free to play for him.
Well, maybe
Issues.
I think 3 packs counts as free to play. That seems about right. I mean, that's like 700 less than if I go regular.
And I didn't buy neither pack, so I guess we're called cheap to play.
Cheap players this month.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in the back of my head, I was thinking, well, maybe there'll be a raid, hopefully an improved raid next week, maybe. And I did spend quite a lot on the last raid, actually. And so I thought, well, I'll just bulk myself up for that. So we'll just have to see. But if not, then I can just leave spending for a few weeks, maybe. I mean, it's not going to have to really buy anything now, so...
Once there will be a new shiny toy, a new tune, and you'll whip out your credit card anyway.
Yeah. That's usually how it works.
Well, another 2 weeks is what, the $25 pack, right?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I mean, I literally spent... Well, I can't imagine how much... It's been a lot of money. It was over... I mean, it was 1 month I spent £1,200.
The trick is do not look at your purchases. Do not look at them.
Exactly.
But I saw you all looking at your purchase history. I thought,
I know. I didn't make that mistake. That was the boy.
That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. Don't do it. Don't do it.
No.
Was that
Ignorance is
evening
bliss.
you got drunk?
Sorry?
Was that the evening you got so drunk?
No, I didn't look at them. No, God, no.
That was the boy. He was looking. I know
I don't get
there's...
drunk all that often.
Yeah, it's only a week and a half until the freebies usually drop.
Yeah.
Because the first is next Thursday, so...
Well, hang on. I can tell you exactly when
It'll be
it's
2
coming
weeks on
because
Friday,
it's when
won't
it
it?
expires.
Oh, yeah.
So it's in 1 week and 3 days.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So, are you sure?
Yeah. That's when the pack expires.
Yep.
Well,
All right,
I
Bulzee. I have decided that I will
so
cheer for you because I want the next podcast to be called Yellow Rings Matter. I'm going to cheer for you hard.
Maybe
Okay.
I was debating
I'll
what I should
appreciate
name
that.
this one, so maybe that's a good name for this one.
Yellow rings matter.
Oh, yes.
This podcast was dedicated to the
I'll
yellow
just put the
rings.
yellow ring matters.
There's probably a lot of other things I've not noticed either, but I'm just keeping my gob shut now. And every time I see something that, I didn't know that, I'm just not going to say anything, basically.
When I don't
I'm
play
happy
on
one
auto,
or
the
two
description
things.
is in the power.
Yeah.
Hey, Mal. Did we want to briefly touch on Stargirl?
Yeah, we can. Maybe I'll stop the recording and we'll have a discussion about her and we'll do it for a patron-only episode because we'll do the real episode in a couple days. So with that, we'll sign off. And if you're a patron, we'll have an episode about Stargirl.
This is Emmanuel Obi. I'm Angreifer 03. So I wanted to say a couple of things about the raid. The first, the positives. I like the rewards that they added in the milestones in between. They gave a few more. The negative about that is I wish they would bring some of the rebirth crystals like down a few levels so people who aren't whales can actually have a chance to get, I don't know, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't have to be a lot, but yeah, that. So the smaller rebirth milestones I wrote down. There was no sliding sales in this one, which I guess I can complain about that. It was really cool the last time that they had those where it would just go up, and this one it didn't have it. There were sharing issues. So, for example, when I live in Switzerland, and when I share a boss, there is at certain times of the day there are less players around for when I'm actually awake because the game, of course, is mostly U.S. And so, I mean, it's more of a question, but how does the sharing work? Because it'll say, share with one person from your alliance and 8 and 8 random people. How does that work? Is it the number of people that are online? What if all of my alliance is based in the U.S. with the exception of like 3 guys? So that I like the change to 24-hour characters instead of 12 hours. That's another international thing. And I actually like the 3 days, but if you would make the milestone brackets smaller, then it would feel less of a grind because it felt like just for 3 days, just staring into my phone and ignoring everything. And I guess maybe that's what you want, but I'll run out of patience with that kind of stuff. I'm gonna be done with that soon. And then also at the very end, we had issue my alliance. Like half of my alliance, well, most of my alliance actually couldn't see the alliance boss on Sunday. I don't know what that was about or what that was in relation to. I guess maybe there was a boss that was alive when they died, when they went to sleep, and then we killed them. And the new boss they weren't able to see because they weren't online or something. I don't know, but then the few of us who could actually see it, had to kill the alliance boss, and then that kind of reset it so that some of them could start seeing the bosses again. And then we had terrible lag issues because of that. We dropped in position, so yeah. That's my bit. Sorry for it going so long. Thank you for listening to WROL Broadcasting. If you like the show, please consider becoming a patron and earn extra perks by going to patreon.com/WROL Broadcasting.